traveling black with the white numbers and numerals trimmed in gold. We are ready to go. Zapala and Evans tipping things off. The trip controlled by Michigan State. They go from our left to our right. The opening tip sponsored by AutoZone. What makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination? They offer free battery testing and charging and reliable replacement batteries. They've always got your battery solution. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Michigan State from our left to our right, feeding the post along the inside. It is Kohler. Turnaround on the jumper. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Barry Evans. And Bryant brings it into the forecourt with Evans running the show. Back to Timberlake. Timberlake throws through to Evans. Far side three is good. Exactly the way you want to start this game if you're the Bulldogs of Bryant.
And Evans didn't hesitate to display a nice celebration right in front of the Michigan State bench.
Here is Richardson holding right in front of us on the right side of the floor for Michigan State. Get it off for Akins. Akins, head of the circle with the dribble. Looking for a cutter. Zapala holds on top. They go far side. Three-pointer is way off for Richardson. And another rebound for Bryant. This one for Keyshawn Mitchell. Evans slides it ahead. Going to work underneath. Timberlake forces his way inside and banks it home. First 5 points of the game belong to Bryant.
I would say it's an assertive start for Bryant. They're confident. They're going right at Michigan State. They're shooting shots quickly, but they're doing so with confidence.
They are big. They are athletic, and this is exactly the way they wanted the first 90 seconds of the game to go. Couple of stops, couple of made baskets. Zapala inside. Working, gets it swatted away, but Fears comes up with it. Deep foul line jumper, too strong. Skying above everybody for the rebound is Mitchell. And Bryant with the basketball once again. Pinzone playing catch on the outside with Withers. Now they go to Evans. Right side, throw back behind. Timberlake looks inside, got his man. Evans couldn't hit a shot, and the tipped rebound belongs to Michigan State and Jaden Akins. They slide it ahead, right side, Richardson knifes his way into the lane. Turnaround jumper on the way off, didn't even hit the rim. If you're going to get a foul on the rebound, it's going to go on the big man, Shimon Zapala.
I just feel as if the long day, it's taken Michigan State a while to wake up. They look rusty to start. I mean, the two really bad misses from Jace Richardson, case in point. But Bryant was ready to play the second they got to the building.
5-0, Bryant up just over 2 minutes in. It's Withers right in front of Tom Izzo on the right side of the floor. Fires back to the top to Timberlake. He's got the ball in his hands. Goes far side for Evans. Evans to Withers again, head of the circle. Back near side Mitchell. And Mitchell throws through. Here's Evans around the top of the circle. Driving with two men on him. Kicks back behind to Mitchell. 4 left to shoot. Mitchell lost the ball. Flies it inside toward the hoop. And it's picked off by Michigan State. Back the other way. Timberlake blocks the shot from Akins. And a foul call that the Bryant faithful can't believe. He went up way above the rim to block that shot away, but the left hand underneath ended up committing the foul on the take to the hoop.
A little bit of body, but clean up top. And I feel like even with the foul, there's a statement made with that block. This is not a scared 15 seed. These guys are aggressive. They're fearless. They have absolutely nothing to lose being on this floor and laying it all out.
It is way early to start talking about anything right now. We're 2.5 minutes into this game, but exactly the start that Bryant wanted. And Jaden Akins goes to the line now with an opportunity to shoot two, a 78% shooter. The left-hander fires the first and misses. So still a lid on the basket for Michigan State.
I would say the key is that Bryant came out and was the aggressor to start. That's a good way to start the game because you start with confidence. You're not chasing the game. No question, Michigan State's going to settle in.
Second free throw. That one is good, and Michigan State on the board now in a 5-1 ball game. Evans trots it across half court to the Bulldogs and Bryant. Now it's Timberlake near side. He plays catch with Evans on the outside. Evans to the right elbow. Drives into the lane, kicks back out to Pinzone, who drives in. Floater from the foul line over the front rim, won't go. Big time rebound, though. Taken down by Mitchell. Then he lost the handle on the basketball. Taken away by Michigan State. Spartans into the forecourt. Akins pulls up for a three. Got it. And now the Michigan State faithful making some noise. 5-4 a spirited beginning to this ball game in the first 3.5 minutes.
Well, that's where Michigan State can be so tough when they get good shots in transition.
Evans, left side, beats Timberlake, left corner. He goes to work along the baseline. At the elbow, or checked at the block, turns around and hits a fadeaway. Timberlake for two and a 3-point Bryant lead. Akins clears things out for himself. His running shot off the glass, no good. Zapala got the rebound, but ripped right out of his hands by Barry Evans for Bryant. Evans, hesitation, dribble. Hits the brakes, now into the lane, running one-hander, no good. Zapala down with the rebound. Zapala got the rebound from Michigan State. He is a force along that inside. They drop it down, left block to the Spartans for Kohler. Kohler, jump hook shot from in close, got it. Nice soft touch from the big man.
Oh, Kohler's the guy they trust the post to play through in the post. He makes good decisions. He can pass out of that post. And good back to the basket, one-on-one player.
Withers now holds, gets it down to Timberlake. He's got a size mismatch, misses on the shot over the top of Fears. And now Fears back the other way, driving shot, no good. But a foul call on Connor Withers is going to send Jeremy Fears to the free throw line when we come back. Not a bad way to start your last game of the night, is it?
No, I'll take this. This is up and down. Bryant playing with great confidence early, and Michigan State trying to find the game by pushing it in transition.
There is a timeout on the court, sponsored by Rocket. Own the dream. 15:35 to go first half of play. Bryant 7, Michigan State 6. For the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters, that's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project, $2,500 or more, when you schedule before May 15th at participating locations. Get started today at CertaPro.com. We proudly use Sherwin-Williams paint.
Already feels like home.
Traveling in basketball? Bad move. Traveling the world? Great move. Wherever the road takes you, Best Western is your place to take a time out and catch your breath. Because every team needs a place to regroup. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Book direct and save at bestwestern.com.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
People always ask me, Guy, why are you so confident? And I tell them because I shop for a used car with Carfax. Why Carfax? Because I was able to pause for the facts. What kind of facts? Used car facts. Facts. Like which car has been in a reported accident, which ride has the best value, facts. Which car will have me feeling so confident that I'll just turn up the radio facts. And roll down the windows facts. And belt out show tunes, knowing full well that I cannot sing. Facts. Carfax is the answer. Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
7-6, Bryant over Michigan State in the opening 4.5 minutes of the game. Let's check each team's tournament resume, sponsored by Monster.com. Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. Monster.com provides great coaching and millions of job openings. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today. Now for Bryant, this is only their second ever appearance in the NCAA tournament. They lost in the first four in 2022 to Wright State. They won 23 games this year and got the automatic bid from the America East with the tournament championship. On the other side, Michigan State, their 38th NCAA tournament appearance. Tom Izzo, how about 27 in a row?
Tom Izzo goes to the bench, brings in the super athlete Cohen Carr and Carson Cooper.
And Fears pulls the string on the first free throw and misses it. Michigan State still looking a little bit tight to begin this ball game. Trey Holloman's going to check in for Fears if he makes the second free throw. Shot is up. Shot is good. And there's the whistle as Trey Holloman checks in. As we said, Cohen Carr is also in the ball game now, and Carson Cooper has checked in for Michigan State. Lots of early changes for the Spartans in a game tied at 7.
The challenge for Bryant is that sometimes this second group in the rotation is even better for Michigan State.
Bryant hit their first 2 shots. They're 1 for the last 6. Pinzone with the dribble. Backdoor cut, finds his man. Reverse lay-in will not go for Ja'Kai Robinson. And the rebound down for the Spartans. Here they come on the run into the forecourt. Holloman on top for Cooper. Cooper wants a backdoor cut. Nobody there. Hands off for Carr. And now 1 touch to the near side for Richardson. Richardson on the right side with the dribble alive. Wants a screen. Not there. Back to Holloman. Shot clock down to 9. Now Cooper head of the circle. Hands off for Akins. Akins foul line for the jump shot. Back iron, no good. Carr skies over everybody to keep the rebound alive, but Devon Kramer comes down with it for Bryant. And now Timberlake's entry pass to Kramer is knocked away. It's over the sideline. It'll stay the same way for Bryant.
Jaden Akins plays with great hands defensively, really active hands, gets his hands in passing lanes. If you pick up your dribble, he's going to make it really hard to pass out of it.
Withers will key the inbound. It's going to be from basically standing on the Michigan State bench. And he gets it into Timberlake, 20 to shoot. For Pinzone up top, catch and shoot 3. No good. Big time rebound down for Robinson. Kicks back out to Pinzone again. Second chance opportunity now for the Bulldogs. Robinson reverses it. Back up to the top for Timberlake. Timberlake on the run, into the lane. Left-handed shot, no good. A wild shot. And the rebound corralled by Jace Richardson. Michigan State trying to take their first lead. Holloman for 3. Got it. Rattles it home from 3 steps beyond the arc. 10-7 Michigan State.
You have to cover Michigan State the second they get a rebound. They're looking to score quickly, and they'll flow right into secondary action.
It's a 6-0 run now for Michigan State. Timberlake to Pinzone. Step back. He wants a long jumper. 3-point attempt, no good. Cohen Carr uncontested for the rebound. And the Spartans really want to run here. Trying to up the pace. They drop it down to Cooper on the left block. Cooper on his way inside. Wants the handle, shovels it off the hand of Cohen Carr, and it dribbles over the end line for a Michigan State turnover. Later on, we'll select the play of the day, sponsored by Old Spice. Stinking places beyond your pits, Old Spice has you covered with total body deodorant. 24/7 freshness from pits to toes with daily use. Knee brace problem for Ja'Kai Robinson. No, that's for Kayvon Kramer. Looks like he's finally got what is on his right leg readjusted.
You can already get a sense of the depth of Michigan State. They've played 9 guys already. There's no let-up since they really ramped this game up, and that could really wear on this Bryant team that doesn't have that depth.
Bulldogs down by 3 with the ball. Withers catch and shoot 3 left side. Buries it from the left. A 3-pointer ties the game at 10. Fears throwing back behind. Now it is Carr pulling up and hitting for the free throw line.
Cohen Carr has really changed his game to actually utilize the supreme athleticism that he's got. It's not just dunks and high rebounds.
Pinzone, deep 3 ball for Bryant. Missed the rim entirely. All it caught was backboard. And the rebound down for Michigan State. Carr drives down, kicks back out to the top. 3-pointer on the way, no good. And the rebound down into the hands of Earl Timberlake. Not a very disciplined game so far. Timberlake working inside. They get it back outside to Withers.
What's discipline?
Right. Withers back to the top to Robinson. They reverse it all the way to the other side for Pinzone. Driving, shot, up and good. Ties the game at 12 on a floater through the lane. And State right back down the other end. Kayvon Kramer, a shove in the back of Carson Cooper as he caught the ball in the lane, preventing the basket, but he picks up the personal. Scott Graham, John Crispin here at our Granger broadcast position in Cleveland. For the ones who get it done, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade products for all industries. Fast delivery, free technical support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
I think the real challenge is going to be on Phil Martelli Jr. because Tom Izzo's going to stick with his normal rotations. Because of that depth, he can do so. Foul trouble doesn't really become much of an issue. But Phil Martelli Jr. is really going to have a good gauge on his team as to who's getting tired, who's getting worn down. They've got to make it a full 40 against a Michigan State team that could play 10, 11, 12 guys.
Inbound is for Kohler. Kohler hands back behind Holloman. Deep foul line jumper is no good. Kohler got the rebound. Kicks back outside. And now a traveling violation, late whistle. But Jeremy Fears was trying to gear up for a drive down the lane, and he spun the wheels before the dribble.
Kohler did a good job on a kick out. You've got to be shot ready, meaning you're stepping into the shot, so it's an easy open three. He had the look.
12-12 ball game. We crossed 12 minutes left to go in the first half. Timberlake down on the right block, spin around, left-handed shot, no good. Tap rebound out for Michigan State. We're going to get a foul call late after that rebound. I believe it is going to be on Keyshawn Mitchell. Yes, he picks up the personal. And Bryant now 2 for their last 10 from the floor. We'll go talk it over with Phil Martelli Jr. Timeout with 11:51 left in the first half. Bryant 12, Michigan State 12. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doop doop, and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
Then we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
You know what I love about spring? It's a season of change. And that means it's time for a closet refresh. Enter Kohl's. With the extra 15% off they have going on, I saved on the latest styles for my entire family. Like a cute dress for myself, linen shorts for my husband, and spring jackets for my kids. Just add sunshine and we're set. All thanks to Kohl's. Select styles. Some exclusions apply. 15% offer ends March 23rd. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
So, you want to buy a house. You could go online, do your research, find the dream listing, go see it, and get catfished. Back to the drawing board. More scheduling, more viewings, more this doesn't even look like the photos. You could finally find one that does match the photos. Then comes the offer. Stress rash? Yep, make that 3. And here's the paperwork. Yep, never-ending paperwork. It's a lot. But you don't have to do it alone. Because there's an agent who's a realtor here to guide and help protect you as you find the home that's right for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
If you can't catch our tournament broadcasts on radio, you can also listen online at WestwoodOneSports.com and NCAA.com or on Alexa-enabled devices. Simply ask to open Westwood One Sports. Or you can listen on the go via the Varsity Network app, the NCAA March Madness app, or the brand new and easy-to-use Westwood One Sports app. Just debuted, and it is getting glowing reviews out there over these first couple of days of the tournament.
Whole family back at home has it tuned in. Whole house is lit up, listening to Dad on the radio.
11:51 here in the first half, and Spartans and the Bryant Bulldogs 2-15 are tied up at 12.
Have to remember, too, 12-12, 11:51 to play in the first half. This is a long game, particularly when you can send, as Michigan State does, so many bodies into the game. And then they become a second-half team because they find the lineup that they really like. They stick with it for extended periods of time. But for 40 minutes, this Michigan State team can really go all out, where there's going to be limitations for this Bryant group.
Spartans will inbound with the length of the floor to go. The best seed they've had since 2019. They've been a 7 seed or worse in the last 4 tournaments. They are the number 2 in the South. They break the token pressure in the backcourt from Bryant, and now they go to work trying to break this tie.
Tom Izzo told us yesterday that there have been times when they played their best basketball as a worse seed.
Zone look now from Bryant defensively. Michigan State passing around the perimeter of it to get it inside. Carr spinning shot up good. What a great athletic play by Cohen Carr.
He's always been able to make athletic plays, but that was also a smart play. Get into the middle of the paint, good body control, finish high.
Bill Martelli Jr. shrugged his shoulders at his players like, we can't stop that. Pinzone driving, misses on his shot, but the short side rebound gotten for Bryant. They missed the putback. Timberlake got a third try, and he is fouled by Holloman. Bryant doing a good job of hitting the offensive glass early in this game.
They're actually physical and strong under the rim. They can elevate, but they're rooting this Michigan State team out and just creating opportunities. Second chance opportunities will be key.
They have the 6th tallest average height of any team in America. Here's Pinzone to the foul line. Fadeaway jumper shot no good. Kohler the rebound for Michigan State. Quick outlet pass. Here comes State on the run. Fears tries an alley-oop and airmails it over the top of Cohen Carr, which is not an easy thing to do.
Well, Frankie Fiddler needs to get out of the way. I mean, Frankie Fiddler just stood under the basket. He was actually in the way of his own player. Frankie Fiddler's not the one you're throwing the lob to.
You're saying that Frankie fiddled while Cohen Carr burned?
Well done. I knew you had something brewing.
I just didn't know whether I should say it. Here's Evans down on the right side and contact on the drive down the right side of the lane. A blocking foul going to be called on Michigan State. That'll be on Jeremy Fears. Later on, we'll select the smart coaching move of the day, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It looked like a charge, but Fears started falling before the contact was made. Good call.
His first, team's third. Bryant inbound, baseline far side. Mitchell touches once to Withers up on top for Bryant. 14-12, Michigan State up by 2. 10.5 left first half. Evans comes in from the left side of the baseline and jams it home. He went right around Fears. A double team was coming, and he went away from it for an easy 2.
And every time Evans scores, he's got a certain look or celebration for the Michigan State bench. I don't mind it.
Bryant playing without Timberlake on the floor right now. But they've got this game tied at 14, and they continue in the zone. Around the outside of that zone, Fiddler touches, now Fears, cuts right through the middle of it, driving shot, no good. Late whistle and a foul call. Bryant can't believe it.
It's a late whistle, but I think it was the right call, and I like this zone. And if you're Bryant, you have to look at some point familiar opponents. Well, Michigan State played Oakland earlier this year, and they struggled mightily in the first half against the zone, just trying to figure out how to attack it. Certainly slowed down this Michigan State group, I should say. That's a bad mistake you can't make.
Well, they're not a good three-point shooting team, just 31% on the year. So they're not breaking his zone that way. Fears misses the free throw. That, by the way, was foul number 2 on Keyshawn Mitchell. So he is going to take a seat. Timberlake comes back. And for Bryant, Kayvon Kramer also returns.
Well, they're going to break down the zone with good balance and good cutting and passing. That's ultimately what they figured out against Oakland. But as I said, it took a whole half to do it, and it took a lot of rhythm out of the game early.
Fears' free throw is good. 1 out of 2. And a 15-14 lead now for the Spartans. Right at the midway point of this first half. There's a buzz in this building considering how late it is. Timberlake throwing far side. Evans takes down toward the baseline. Now picks up the dribble, goes inside. Kramer spin move, and the lay-in is good. Pretty play by Bryant to retake the lead 16-15.
The fact that Michigan State had to double down low, it tells you a little something about the respect they have for some of the size and experience for Bryant.
Entry pass into the hands of Kohler. He goes to work. On the inside, a shot blocked away by Kramer. Bryant coming back the other way with a 1-point lead in the ball. Pinzone, deep 3 ball. Got it! On the feed from Timberlake. 19-15, Bryant on top.
I want to talk about a green light. Pinzone is just looking to catch and fire.
Fiddler in the middle of the lane, had it blocked from behind by Timberlake. The defense now for Bryant, creating fits for Michigan State along the inside. Withers a deep three, shot no good. And the long rebound comes down to Jeremy Fears. Fears faster than everybody into the forecourt, now throws to the trailer, that's Richardson. Driving, shot, up and good. And the foul.
And he hit hard on the ground. Talked about their toughness, and right now, like Tom Izzo talked about, their mental toughness is being tested because this Bryant team's not backing down.
The foul call on Kevon Kramer. We welcome those of you just joining us across our network. 8:44 to go first half. 15 leads the 2, at least for now. It's Bryant 19 and Michigan State 17. And Jace Richardson, the freshman from Denver, trying to cap off the three-point play and get his team within a point. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Michigan State struggling from the free throw line here early. Timberlake into the forecourt for Bryant. He is their go-to guy. Head of the circle. Goes back behind. 4-pin zone. Driving. Bounce pass low. They find Kramer. Kramer flying in for a dunk. Had it knocked away from him. And the ball last touch Michigan State. Tom Izzo can't believe it. He is all over the official and says that the ball last touched Kramer's hand. But the officials say it's Bryant ball.
I think he's right. I think it was touched up front, but the follow-through was clearly by Kramer. That's just missed.
So Bryant keeps the basketball. 8:25 and counting left in the half. 9 seconds left to shoot now for the Bryant Bulldogs. It's Timberlake. Hesitation dribble. Fadeaway jumper in the lane. Shot no good. Tapped rebound controlled by Jaden Akins for Michigan State. And there's going to be another foul call.
And it's getting hot. Both coaches getting a little fired up. Last play, it's a missed call. It's been physical. And if anybody's got to be most concerned with foul trouble, it's got to be Bryant.
Well, Kevon Kramer just got called for that foul. That's his third. And it puts Bryant up over the limit. So there is some foul trouble early here for the Bulldogs of Bryant. And Michigan State, which is 3 for 7 from the free throw line, now gets a 1-and-1 from Jaden Akins.
It's part of the reason why you go to the zone, too, is start getting foul trouble with the wrong guys. You got to soften your defense.
Free throw is up, and it's around. No good. They are 3 for 8. Bryant down with a rebound. Evans has been quiet since a quick beginning to the ball game. He goes to work in the lane, throws back for Pinzone. Long three-pointer, shot no good. Tapped rebound, Cooper got a hand on it and corrals it in the backcourt for Michigan State.
Every rebound defensively is just hard fought for Michigan State.
Spartans try to settle in now offensively, down by 2. Olivan holds top of the circle. Get it for Cooper. Cooper shovels back behind for Richardson. Driving in the lane. Floating shot on the way. Too strong. Fight for the rebound, and it is going to be corralled by Carr. Kicks back outside, and a three-pointer is blocked. Withers, who blocked the shot, out ahead of the pack, but he's 1-on-4. Now reinforcements arrive. Down low, Timberlake under the basket. Reverse lay-in won't go. Tap rebound. You're going to get a foul call against Michigan State. And Bryant is going to keep the basketball when we come back. Timberlake is down and struggling to get back up again. And I believe he took a shot. Is he bleeding? He's bleeding badly from the head.
Yeah, he's bleeding badly.
He took a shot and is bleeding badly from the head. It's running down the side of his cheeks. They've got a towel on him now as they walk him back over to the Bryant sideline. We'll sort this out as we go away. It is hard fought. It is intense. 7:19 left here in the first half. Bryant, the 15 seed, with a 19-17 lead over Michigan State. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Old Spice Swagger Body Wash will make you the MVP of freshness and confidence. With its irresistible scent, it will transform your shower experience, leaving you feeling fresh on and off the field. Pair it with Old Spice Swagger Deodorant, the #1 aluminum-free brand that keeps you feeling like a Super Bowl champion 24/7 when used daily. But don't wait. This dynamic duo is available at Costco for a limited time only. Old Spice, official deodorant partner of the NFL and Super Bowl 59, where freshness meets football greatness.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And that is why many of the greatest feats of fandom require you to be on your feet. Any questions?
Professor, NCAA men's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to show up, show out, give it 110 from tip to the final buzzer? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MVB tickets.
Without maintenance teams behind the scenes, everything stops. Even the game. Lights, broadcast equipment, cooling, you ensure the assets that matter most work. MaintainX was built for professionals like you. A modern maintenance app that helps manage work orders, schedule maintenance, and track inventory. So keep the madness on the court, not in your operations. Try MaintainX free at maintainx.com/MVP. That's maintain in the letter x.com/MVP.
Time for the Coles Fact of the Game. It was 25 years ago now, the last time the Big Ten won a basketball national championship. You know who it was? Tom Izzo. Yep. The team Cleaves and Michigan State. That's the Fact of the Game, sponsored by Kohl's. Make this ring a stylish one with on-trend looks for every occasion when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com, where families come first.
I knew that team all too well, partner. That was my freshman year. Welcome to the Big Ten. Covered Morris Peterson.
That was fun.
Yeah, and they knew everything so well. That we were so well scouted in that league, and that was back when we ran plays all the time. There was a time down floor where my brother calls a play. He says, zipper, and he called a number. Morris Peterson just tugged on my jersey, said, yo, zipper, what number? They knew everything we were doing. I was like, that's not fair. You're better than us, too. We were up 11 at the half and ended up losing the game by 24.
Yeah, that was a pretty good team. Yeah. So a lot's been going on here at the timeout. They are taking care of Earl Timberlake over on the Bryant bench. There has been massive cleanup on the far baseline and areas on the floor.
After review of the last play, it's a common foul.
And the official spent a long time reviewing. It is a common foul. The foul call was on Carson Cooper, but they are still trying to clear up, with a faint of heart, turn away all the blood that is down on the floor beyond the baseline.
Well, if you catch one in the head at a time when you're working as hard as Earl Timberlake is, that bleeds a lot, and he did. He put himself in that situation, though. He's been battling underneath. Cooper got him probably with an elbow across the head, but it was just a loose ball, and then the officials looked at it and just said, common foul.
They want to inbound the ball, but there is still a whole bunch of cleanup work going on to rid the floor of that blood just beyond the baseline on the far side of the floor. Timberlake was brought back to the locker room. That's going to be, you would imagine, a fight doctor corner man attempt to try to stop the bleeding and see if they can figure out a way to get him back on the floor. They're not just cleaning the area by the baseline, though. The area that he walked, the middle of the floor, now over on the bench area by Bryant. There are 7 people that have rags in their hands, mops in their hands, and cleaning solution.
Well, it was coming down his head, but also down his right arm.
Bryant to inbound off the turnover, or off the foul call, I should say, leading 19-17. 7:15 to go in the first half. Withers from the top of the circle. Wanted an alley-oop, and he threw it out of the reach of Keyshawn Mitchell. The turnover gives it back to Michigan State. Carr running layup on a pretty feed from Trey Holloman, ties the game at 19.
And that's what Bryant has to avoid. You got to avoid those easy transition baskets. That's where Michigan State can completely take over this game.
5th tie of the ball game. Bryant playing without their best player right now. Pinzone, right elbow jumper, good. He's not afraid to shoot it. Rafael Pinzone averages 18.5 a game.
Not afraid to shoot it, but it's how he seeks it out. He seeks out every shot opportunity. Anytime he gets the ball, he's catching to shoot.
Bryant back in that zone that's given Michigan State some problems. Carr catches it in the middle of the zone. They collapse. He kicks out left. And the three-point ball, no good for Jaden Akins.
A really rusty start for Michigan State. Getting good looks, but nothing falling.
21-19. Bryant by 2. Pinzone on the top. Wants it again. Three-pointer no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds off the hands of Barry Evans. It'll go back to Michigan State.
To a degree, you have to live with some quick shots so long as they come from the right guys. And with Earl Timberlake off the floor, Pinzone's got to be aggressive shooting the basketball. At least force that defense out. Maybe open the floor a little bit.
Richardson plays catch on the outside with Holloman. Back and forth to one another. Now Holloman left of the lane. Pulls up, finds Carr. Driving. His shot is no good, but he was fouled on the way in. Forced that contact. The foul call on Barry Evans will send Cohen Carr to the free throw line. The Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure. Hurry in for an exceptional offer on Jeeps, go anywhere, do anything SUVs, and let the ride of a lifetime begin. Cohen Carr is a sophomore out of Stockbridge, Georgia. His first free throw is on the way, and it's good.
Cohen Carr came in lanky but incredibly explosive. I mean, the kind of guy who's taken off doing windmill dunks from the foul line, not even exaggerating. But he's developed his body over the year, and he looks remarkable.
Second free throw is also good. Now you would think he's on the verge of being a star for this team. He ties the game at 21 now. And the Michigan State fans are up behind the Spartan bench calling for defense. Tom Izzo sitting with his arms crossed, staring out at his players. Pinzone driving to the lane, kick back out to Withers. Withers bounce it down low. That's Robinson, throws through. Near side, Evans a three, shot no good. Cooper skies for the rebound, but it last touched the hand of Mitchell, who tried to knock it away from him, and Michigan State will get the basketball back.
I've got to say, in prep, I appreciated what Bryant does offensively. They read and react. They play very fast in the half court, but seeing them in person is remarkable. They are a really well-coached basketball team.
They are packing that zone back. Michigan State not shooting a three from outside. And now a drive into the middle, ball poked away. And a steal for Bryant. Withers slides it ahead. Here's Pinzone. Spinning, top of the circle. Off for Mitchell, left side. Three is good. Keyshawn Mitchell buries a three and puts the Bulldogs back on top. 24-21 at the 5-minute mark.
Earl Timberlake getting ready to check back into the game with his head patched up.
He's got a bandage on, and he'll come in at the next whistle. Michigan State struggling to throw it around against this zone. Cooper inside. His shot is up. It's no good. Got his own rebound. Throws back outside for Holloman. Now left side. Akins a three. That's no good. Carr over everybody. A rebound and jams it back home.
Dude, that was just a high rebound.
It was almost like he said, that's enough.
I mean, that was what you would consider buddies, right? High rebound, land, immediately go back up and finish at the rim.
24-23. Bryant by one with the ball. 4:20 to go till halftime. Pinzone from the left side picks up the dribble. Now gets it back again. 15-footer from the baseline. Too strong. And the rebound down to State. Here comes Akins. Akins shoveling it off. Carr driving shot. Good. And the foul. Cohen Carr is taking over for Michigan State. They're up by a point, and he's going to the line with a chance for a three-point play.
Cohen Carr going to the line, and he's really been able to take over a little bit with his supreme athleticism. He's playing above the defense. But Earl Timberlake comes back into this game, and as much as you can get excited if you're a Michigan State fan, Bryant has had an answer. Every time Michigan State goes to put something together, Bryant has had an answer.
Cohen Carr averages 7.5 points per game. Since coming in, he's 5 for 5. He's got 12 points and 3 rebounds. Chance for his 13th point and a 2-point lead for the Spartans. Shot is up. Shot is good. While he's 5 for 5, his teammates are 4 for 19. And yet they lead the game 26-24 as we cross 4 minutes left to go here in the half. Timberlake back in the game now for Bryant. Bandaged up on the left side of his forehead. Pinzone. Now Timberlake touches on the right baseline. Going to work, kicks back out to Pinzone. 2-man game. Pinzone lost the handle, gets it back again. 6 left to shoot. They reverse it for Withers. A 3, missed badly, and Carr the rebound for Michigan State. trying to shovel it inside. The ball kicked away by Ja'Kai Robinson. So on the kick, Michigan State will get it back when we come back. A flurry for the Spartans, the number 2 seed, led by Cohen Carr. 3:32 to go till halftime. It's Michigan State 26, Bryant 24. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out?
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
Listen up, fellow Gen Xers. Elizabeth Banks here. The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the way. We've done this before. Music videos, fanny packs, even the World Wide Web. Let's do it again and get vaccinated, because we're at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Gen X, this is our shot. Visit vaxassist.com and schedule a vaccine today. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
It's time for basketball, and right now, Uber Eats has deals on Burger King, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a burger. Get game day deals now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com empowers you to score your next position and win the job hunt. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today.
Be a VIP at the men's Final Four in San Antonio with the NCAA Experience official ticket and hospitality packages. Official NCAA hospitality includes live entertainment, upscale food stations and beverages, appearances by NCAA legends, and much more. To be a VIP at the men's Final Four in San Antonio, visit ncaa.com/VIP. 3:32 to go first half of play. A spirited fight in this first half of the final game of the night. The number 2 seed in the South, Michigan State, has taken a 2-point lead over the 15 seed Bryant, 26-24.
Spirited fight is a great way to put it. But I also have to commend Bryant, just the utter fearlessness with which they're playing. They have been the aggressor from the start, and Michigan State has had to adjust to the 15 seed.
They are doing that as we speak defensively, trying to get it to work now offensively. Richardson on the left side, 12 left on the timer, picks up the dribble. Nowhere to go with the basketball. And now shovels it down low into the hands of Kohler. Kohler backing his way inside. He's called for an offensive foul. Timberlake stood in, might have sold it a little bit as he fell back, but Bryant will take it.
And it's funny, they let the initial contact go. The second was nothing. And he absolutely sold it. If anything, there's a foul in the initial, but definitely not the second from Kohler.
Timberlake holds, head of the circle, looking for a cutter. Nobody home. Now he leaves back behind for Pinzone, setting a screen for him. Pinzone, 12 left to shoot. To the right elbow. Bounce pass low, trying to throw it through and threw it away. Michigan State with a steal. They get it out. Fiddler drives, his shot blocked, but that's going to be goaltending. Ja'Kai Robinson got it after it hit the backboard. Count the basket for Frankie Fiddler and a 4-point lead for Michigan State.
It would have gone in either way, but I actually like the block. It almost sends a message. It's consistent with every bit of how this Bryant team is playing.
A 7-0 run gives Michigan State their 4-point lead, the largest of this first half. Evans down on the left block. Park it out. Shot up, no good. Rebound down to Kohler. Running again, Michigan State. They've got some numbers. Bryant gets back, and now the Spartans will settle into the half court. On a drive, Fears a little bit out of control, throws near side Richardson. His three-pointer is good. And he puts up three fingers. Bryant calls for a timeout. Phil Martelli Jr. wants to talk it over with 2:15 left to go in the half.
It's a smart timeout, particularly because it gets one of the best scorers on the floor going. You want to take that rhythm out of the game as Michigan State starts to find it.
A 10-0 Spartan run. 2:15 to go first half. Michigan State 31, Bryant 24. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doop doop, and sometimes it's like grrrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
Then we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Something amazing is happening here. Teams are using AI to improve performance. That's because CDW data engineers are unlocking the next era of AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. With the power to run workloads faster, your business has a better shot at success. Intel and CDW. Make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/Intel-Client.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships.
Yo, it's Jacob Hester from Off Campus on College Sports Radio. For full breakdowns of this game and more, tune in weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern on Channel 84 or anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Well, with John Crisp and Scott Graham here at our Grainger broadcast position in Cleveland. Gain a winning edge for your business with Grainger. Get fast delivery of industrial-grade supplies to help keep your operations going when you call 1-800-GRAINGER or click Grainger.com. Been almost 3 minutes without a point for Bryant. A 10-0 run for Michigan State in the last 2:23. And the Spartans with a 31-24 lead. Clock ticking now with 2:10 to go in the first half. Bryant with the basketball, attacking on our left. Evans finds the cutter. Timberlake, reverse lay-in, good. Well-designed play out of the timeout. Back to a 5-point game.
It's not just a well-designed play, too. It's a well-designed read option, and they made the right read. Just think overall, a very well-coached team for Bryant.
And now a pass right through the 5-hole on the intended receiver. Fears is going to result in a steal. Timberlake driving, spinning toward the basket, and a late whistle and a foul call. He traveled, he hit the ground, and the foul call is going to go against Michigan State anyway for a block.
And I understand Tom Izzo's frustration. I mean, he traveled, he went nowhere, and you bail him out with just a poor call.
Timberlake was entirely out of control on that drive.
I think he traveled before he even got contact.
That is only team foul number 6 for Michigan State, so an inbound now for Bryant with 1:40 to go in the half.
Say there's other ways to clean up some of the tough physicality in this one.
Pin zone off the inbound. Fadeaway 15-footer. Tickles the rim, falls away, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Carson Cooper. Ahead to Fears. Well, he's got one speed, doesn't he?
He really pushes that thing into the paint. defensively, there's good discipline from this Bryant group as well.
He drives here, dishing off, layup knocked away by Carr. Carr's shot was knocked away, and Bryant down with the basketball.
Carr's got 13 on the night. He's done it by just out-jumping everybody on the floor.
Here's Timberlake on the right side. Going to work against the double team, and there's going to be another foul call on Michigan State. And that is going to put the Spartans up over the limit and put Earl Timberlake at the free throw line.
I hate to do this, but there was a point where it was about 8-4 in fouls. And, you know, we're human, right? You just look at it and it feels lopsided. And then there's 1, 2, 3 quick ones that go against Michigan State. You feel as if things start to level out before you get to the half. But that one, clear. Jeremy Fierce just reaching at a time when he didn't need to.
Also feels like the kid whose head was bleeding has gotten every call since he came back.
You said it.
Timberlake at the line. And he misses on the free throw.
Love to hear your description of his free throw shot.
I don't have time for that. 55 seconds left to go in the half. Michigan State with the basketball and a 5-point lead. Akins gets it to Evans out near half, or make that to Holloman out near half court. Holloman leaves back behind for Richardson. 8 left to shoot. Richardson around a screen. Now he'll drive, spinning in toward the lane. Left-handed shot on the way. No good. Carr, an offensive rebound. Wow. Jams it back home. 33-26. Shot clock turned off. And Bryant is going to hold for 1, it would appear.
On the rare occasion, wow is all you need.
Well played. Well played. 8 seconds left in the half. Here comes Timberlake driving, got his man in the air, and an easy 2. Carr went flying for the ceiling, and now you got a steal. They couldn't get the shot off before the buzzer. They got the steal, but Bryant couldn't get a shot. They will, however, take that tiny bit of momentum with them into the locker room at halftime, as Earl Timberlake banks one home to get his team within 5.
I think it's more than a tiny bit of momentum. If anything, Bryant was the aggressor in that half. Michigan State had to level up to the game that Bryant established. Also, offensively, I think the movement was better for Bryant. Their half-court zone defense was really tough to figure out for Michigan State.
Where would the Spartans be without Cohen Carr and his 15 points in that first half? Our halftime score, Michigan State 33, Bryant 28. When we return, we'll head back to our Straight Talk Wireless studios for the halftime report. Need more data so you can stream your Jam Mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. On the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery power.
What's up, insiders, basketball fans all over the world? Thank you so much for hanging out with us today during March Madness. Oh man, we're having so much fun. We've got streams going for every single game of the tournament. We're tracking our brackets. It's a lot of fun. In the chat, please chat it up. Hit that like button down below and share this link out. That's going to be the best way to bring more basketball fans here to the chat. And we're already seeing thousands of fans come into the first stream of 16 on Thursday. I'm going to let Joe take it home. We appreciate you being here.
This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So like, subscribe, and share, because every click impacts SickKids' mission to heal the future.
Painting happy. We proudly use Sherwin-Williams paint.
Feels like home.
Traveling in basketball? Bad move. Traveling the world? Great move. Wherever the road takes you, Best Western is your place to take a time out and catch your breath. Because every team needs a place to regroup. Life's a trip, Make the most of it at Best Western. Book direct and save at bestwestern.com.
Brad Heller back in the Westwood One Broadcast Center in Los Angeles. It is halftime in Cleveland, and I want to give our studio analyst, Nick Boss, some credit. Last night, he said that Bryant, a spicy, possible upset pick, and the 15-seed Bulldogs only trail the 2-seed Michigan State by 5 at the break, 33-28. Cohen Carr leading all scorers, 15 points for the Spartans. Let's check the tournament scoreboard, sponsored by MaintainX. MaintainX is the asset and maintenance app that brings your unplanned downtime to zero. Try for free. MaintainX.com/MVP. That's maintain and the letter X.com/MVP. We'll start with UConn, Oklahoma. The two-time defending champs haven't trailed. Huskies up 41-32 on the Sooners with 13 minutes left to go. Xavier and Illinois, second half underway. The Fighting Illini up 40-35 there. You can hear those games on the Westwood One Sports app. Florida blew out Norfolk State 95-69. The Gators will face the UConn-Oklahoma winner. Meanwhile, you can't get off to a hotter start than Oregon has against Liberty.
Shellstat, step back 18, put her above the free throw line, good for 2. 10 already for Jackson Shellstat, 27-8 Oregon. The Ducks threatening to run away and hide early from Liberty.
Ryan Radke with the call. Oh, the Ducks are running. 37-16 is the score, under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Arizona is next for whoever wins that one. Looks like the Ducks. 93-65. Arizona beat Akron. Wildcats shot over 56%. New Mexico, a late 10-0 run. The 10-seed beat the 7-seed Marquette in the South region, 75-66. Kentucky up 8 at halftime, blew the doors off of Troy in the second half, 76-57. Sean Padula, 20 points for Ole Miss and a dagger 3 to hold off North Carolina in the final minute, 71-64. Ole Miss, Iowa State. That's the matchup Sunday. Duke, 9 straight wins in the round of 64. The Blue Devils up to 32-3 as they ran away from Mount St. Mary's. Duke, Baylor Sunday. The Bears, the 9 over the 8 Mississippi State in that East region. Final margin was 3. Maryland's margin of victory, 32, as they beat Grand Canyon to set up a date with Colorado State on Sunday. The 12 over the 5, 78-70. The Rams' first tournament win in a dozen years. Alabama, 90. Robert Morris, 81. Mark Sears, 19 of his 22 in the second half. The 2-seed in the East will meet the 7-seed St. Mary's. The Gales get by Vanderbilt, 59-56. Michigan State up 5 at the half on Bryant, 33-28. I mentioned Nick Baugh. He's going to join me next to preview tomorrow's second round action. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
After battling through the brackets, one team gets the chance to climb the iconic Warner ladder. The final net cutting is the culmination of all the hard work and effort it took to reach this moment. And getting here puts these players and coaches in rare air. It's the same for all the trade professionals working from 20 feet to 20 stories. Every day they challenge themselves to conquer new heights. And Warner is the brand they trust to have their backs. Warner, the #1 pro ladder and official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Welcome back to the Straight Talk Wireless Studios here in Los Angeles.
I'm Brad Heller. Need more data so you can stream your Jam Mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Michigan State up 5 at the half on Bryant, 33-28. All right, our studio analyst, I mentioned it, Nick Boz here. We're going to talk tomorrow's second round action. Nick, thanks for being here.
Is it sad to get a little depressed when we're halfway through round one already? That I can't help but I'm excited for the weekend slate, but you can't help but get a little depressed that we're already like halfway through the first round.
I know. Now it means standalone games. How boring.
We could lock in and focus, baby.
But I tell you what, the standalone game, one of them I want to ask you about is the St. John's Arkansas game. Yeah. Patino and Calipari. I mean, St. John's, we've seen they've had some slow starts over the last few weeks. If they have a slow start against Arkansas, could they be in trouble?
Oh, absolutely, they could be in trouble. And I thought Jonas Adu looked terrific against Kansas and scoring in short rolls, providing that punch in the front line. But absolutely, St. John's has been a team that typically their style has a cumulative effect, and so they wear on you with their depth and their pressure and their athleticism, and then usually when that second half hits, that's when they kind of go on their run. Although their game against Omaha was different because they made 14 threes. And if St. John's is able to knock down shots from the perimeter, forget about it. They're the number one defense in the country according to Ken Palm's defensive efficiency rankings. But if they're knocking down threes, that's a really tall task for anybody, let alone the Razorbacks. But, man, two legends on the sidelines for that game. I lean St. John's here, but I think St. John's is vulnerable just because they could easily have a 2 for 22 from three kind of a game. And if that happens and they start a little slow, Arkansas has absolutely got the talent, especially Boogie Flan, back to make the upset.
Another fascinating matchup, this Houston-Gonzaga game. I mean, the two streaks of Sweet 16s, Gonzaga with 9 in a row, Houston 5 in a row, Gonzaga with the pace, Houston with the defense. How do you look at this matchup?
I boil it down to Houston is one of those teams that traps every ball screen, and they're very aggressive to the ball. Gonzaga has one of the best ball handling and passing point guards in the country in Ryan Nembhard. He leads the country in assists, almost 10 a game. So if you're sitting down to watch this game or listen to this game, when those ball screen comes on Ryan Nembhard's traps, can Nembhard handle the traps? And what happens when he gets it out of the trap? He's not going to be able to probably spoon feed people assists like he normally does. He might have to be a hockey assist kind of a guy rather than a straight up assist guy just because they're going to be so hot on the ball. But Nembhard has been there, done that. He's played and gotten to the second weekend of the tournament multiple times in his career. And again, this Houston team is different than some of the Houston teams in the past. They can shoot. They have multiple guys that can knock down threes or shoot at about 40% as a team, but how Nembhard handles the traps for Houston is where my eyes are going to be.
We got about a minute left, and look, you're the best guy to ask about this Creighton team going up against Auburn. How do the Blue Jays make it competitive, and how do they make Bruce Pearl's team sweat it out a little bit tomorrow?
Well, first of all, Auburn's been struggling a little bit. They lost 3 or 4 heading in, and I actually didn't think they played very well against Alabama State. I thought Miles Kelly just knocking down a bunch of shots kind of saved them from a potentially stressful game. But I'll put it to you like this. If you're going to beat Auburn, it starts with being able to defend Janai Broome. And if there's one guy in college basketball that can defend Broome one-on-one, it's Ryan Kalkbrenner, the 4-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year. So I think it starts there. And if Creighton is shooting the way they shot it in game number 1 against Louisville, look out, because Stephen Ashworth, Jackson McAndrew, Jemiah Neal, those guys are really playing with a lot of confidence. Going to be a tall task to take down the number 1 overall seed. But Kalkbrenner's ability to defend the rim and defend the paint is a pretty good place to start.
Our studio analyst, Nick Baugh, thanks for a few minutes as always. Appreciate it.
You got it.
Halftime of the final game in Cleveland. Michigan State leads Bryant 33-28. We'll take a break. We'll rejoin Scott Graham and John Crispin at Rocket Arena after this. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
The beauty of a tournament cheat sheet is that someone else spent thousands of hours watching film and analyzing stats, so you didn't have to. When it comes to hiring for your small business, LinkedIn does the same thing with candidates. LinkedIn delivers the strongest hiring data and insights to help you identify the right candidates to make the best hiring decisions. Hire professionals like a professional on LinkedIn. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/SXM. That's linkedin.com/SXM. Terms and conditions apply.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now, the Dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Back in Cleveland, 5-point game, 33-28. Michigan State on top. Let's check the halftime stats, sponsored by Barbasol. Barbasol shaving cream delivers a thick lather and close, comfortable shave for half the price of gels. Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol. Take a look at that first half. You start taking a look at some percentages. Bryant started hot, but they shot just 32%. It was 41% for Michigan State. The team with the 5th most percentage of bench points in America this season at 43% is getting 61% of their points from the bench. And a lot of that is Cohen Carr, who led all scorers with 15 points in that first half. He also had 5 rebounds to go along with it. On the other side, Earl Timberlake, who missed some time, but not much, getting his forehead sewed up after he was hit the floor and was bleeding. Ended up with 8 points, 6 to make that 3 rebounds and 3 assists to lead the way for Bryant. So you look at how that first half played itself out. Now we get ready for the second half. It's time for the second half keys, sponsored by Wago. Trust your game. Trust your wiring with Wago electrical connectors. You're up at wago.com/hoops for your next electrical project. Let's start with the number 2 seed. Did Michigan State find enough in that first half that these halftime adjustments will be enough if they follow the plan to do what they're supposed to do, which is potentially come out and dominate?
I don't know if they found enough, but I think they learned what this game is going to be like, and they understand how they're going to have to fight through it. And I think it starts with what you can do on the defensive end, where you have to eliminate certain passing lanes. This is a very well-coached Bryant team. Their back cutting was really good. Their ball movement, their relocation was really good. It was a read-and-react offense, which gives you a lot of options. So if you're Michigan State, you have to limit those options. Close down certain passing lanes. Force the ball where you want it to go. Don't allow everything to become an option, and then get out and continue to run. That's where they had the most success, and that's where Cohen Carr really got involved in this game, was in transition and quick-hitting opportunities. If you're Bryant, I think you do have to be careful. I get the sense they're going to want to clean up the first part of this second half. So you got to be careful with certain guys picking up early fouls and getting in foul trouble. They don't have the same depth that Michigan State has, but you got to find a way to keep your foot on the gas and play fearlessly, as they have throughout the first half of this game. Bryant dictated the way this game was played, and that's one heck of a compliment when you're going up against Tom Izzo and Michigan State.
So our halftime score, the Spartans of Michigan State, the 2 seed, lead the 15 seed from Bryant, 33-28. We'll have the start of the second half when we return. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ball above all. Am I right, y'all? Any questions?
Professor, NCAA Division I women's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to get loud, rep your squad, get your players hyped up to go all the way to the ship? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets.
Westwood One presents Great Moments in Tournament History.
March 16th, 2018. The number 1 overall seed Virginia facing little-known University of Maryland, Baltimore County in a first-round matchup. A 16 seed had taken the court against the top seed 135 times prior, and 135 times they lost. But on this night in Charlotte, Ryan Odom's UMBC squad gave new meaning to the word bracket buster.
Johnson will inbound. Bounces it into home. The clock's going to run out. The ultimate upset has happened. A 16 has beaten a 1 for the first time in NCAA history. UMBC knocks off Virginia. The madness has hit its peak.
Virginia's normally stellar defense had no answers for the Retrievers, allowing a season-high 74 points. And UMBC shocked the Cavs and the nation with a 20-point victory, accomplishing something that hadn't been done since the tournament field expanded to 64 teams in 1985. A 16 beats a 1. Definitely a great moment in tournament history. I'm Ryan Radke.
And that was the last time the America East won in the NCAA tournament. Trying to do it here tonight. Bryant got out to a lead. Michigan State came back, took control of the game, but we still have a competitive one. 33-28. The Spartans, the number 2 seed in the South, on top as we get set to begin the second half.
You know what? I got to say, I did that UMBC Vermont championship game, and I was shocked that UMBC got through Vermont. And then they go on to beat Virginia. And I think what's different about this game is this Bryant team looks entirely capable. I never felt UMBC was capable of what they did. This team here seems not only capable of beating Michigan State, they seem capable of beating a lot of teams. They're as dangerous as anybody in the tournament. One heck of a 15 seed. We saw Robert Morris really push Alabama to the edge. This is one of the higher level 15 seeds we've had.
15 seeds have beaten a 2 11 times in tournament history. The first was Richmond over Syracuse in 1991. The most recent, Princeton over Arizona 2 years ago in 2023. Time now for the start of the second half, sponsored by Indeed.com. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed's sponsored jobs feature helps you stand out and hire fast. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Little different starting lineup for the second half for Tom Izzo. So, as I said, he likes to find his rotations in the first and stick with them in the second.
Surprisingly, Cohen Carr's on the floor.
Yep. Smart move.
There you think?
It's like he's been around for a while and made, 27 straight NCAA tournament appearances.
Michigan State in the home white with the green lettering and trim. Bryant in the black with the white numerals and lettering and gold trim. They are on the offensive on the right side to start, and a nice backdoor cut and an easy 2 for Pinzone to start the half for Bryant.
Good action. That was the second play they scored on in the first half was the identical play they just ran to get an easy layup.
And they sit back in the zone, the most effective defense they had in that first half. An alley-oop for Carr, and we've got bodies hitting the floor, and you're going to get a foul call. I believe it's going to be on Keyshawn Mitchell, and Bryant doesn't like that call at all.
I mean, throwing the ball over top of the zone is clearly something that was planned at halftime. You're going to bring Kohler up to the foul line, which is going to lift the center guy in that defense, and you just throw over the top and trust Cohen Carr is going to be the one to jump over everybody.
Because he was trying to dunk it when the contact happened, it's going to be a shooting foul. And Cohen Carr, who's been good from the line tonight, misses on his first attempt. Foul number 3 on Keyshawn Mitchell. Just 29 seconds in to the second half. Carr, the left-hander, bends at the knees. High arcing shot is good. 34-30, Michigan State on top. Here's Timberlake into the forecourt. He runs the show. Get it into the hands of Connor Withers. Withers out of the circle. 4-pin zone coming around a screen. Step back, three-point jumper. He's fouled by Akins. He missed everything, but Rafael Pinzon is going to the free throw line now with an opportunity to shoot 3 times.
Tough shot takers are hard not to foul because you're not anticipating the shot going up. You've done everything to keep him from getting a look, and he still gets it up anyway.
Welcome those of you just joining us across our network as Rafael Pinzon fires and misses on the first free throw. 34-30, Michigan State on top of the 15-seed Bryant, opening moments of the second half. And Rafael Pinzon, 2 more tries. Former member of the St. John's Red Storm misses the second. This is an 89% free throw shooter.
That's wild. I mean, he's had a pretty good rhythm. He hasn't shot a high percentage. I think that's kind of what's throwing for 14 from the field.
Third one. That one is good. 1 out of 3 in a 3-point game. Michigan State 34, Bryant 31. Richardson far side plays catch with Fears as they stare down the Bryant zone defense. Fears gets into the seam of the zone, then kicks back out to the near side for Akins. Back up to the top for Fears. 10 left to shoot. He directs some traffic. Left-handed dribble left to the top of the circle. Wraparound pass down low. Got it in for Kohler, and he lays it home.
Good action on that play to kind of lift the defense and almost invert it to the point where a guard had to go down with Kohler, and a good find from Fears.
Spartans by 5. Timberlake tries to answer. Hits the deck as he drove through the lane and lost the basketball. Michigan State on the run. Carr driving, shot, no good. Kohler's putback blocked away by Withers. And here's Bryant back the other way. Around the arc they go with the passes. It's Evans, front of his own bench. Looping pass inside. And Timberlake lays it home to get Bryant back within 3. Richardson on the run in the lane. His shot is no good. Kohler got the rebound. Back to the top for Akins. His 3-ball is good. Splashing down from 22 feet away.
The initial surge is what sets Michigan State up. Why they're able to get rebounding position. They get the ball back out. They move it around. Get a good look for Akins.
Spartans had the halftime lead, 19-0 this year when leading at halftime. Pinzon misses badly on a runner through the lane, and State now with the basketball and a 6-point lead. Carr driving, kicking, nearly got it taken away. Back to the top for Fears. His 3 is good. Here comes Michigan State off to their biggest lead of the game, and Phil Martelli Jr.'s got to call a timeout.
Talked about the struggles from 3 from Michigan State, but man almighty, when they fall, they are tough to defend. Quick out in transition, good ball movement, open looks that go down.
Timeout on the court, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. You can save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. 17:31 to play here in Cleveland. It's Michigan State 42, Bryant 33. For the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
I used to lack confidence until I shopped for a used car with Carfax. With Carfax, I was able to pause for the facts. I saw all the facts, like millions of cars, reported vehicle histories, and found the best values. Thanks to Carfax, I had the confidence to shop like a pro. Facts. A pro car shopper who feels like a winning ping pong champion. Facts. The ping pong champ whose legendary story is now a blockbuster movie. Facts. Starring me, Little Miss Confident. Yeah! Facts. Sorry, you get it. Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
Meanwhile at Xfinity.
Okay, huddle up. Do you realize how many fans stream basketball? It's madness.
But real fans stream with Xfinity Internet.
Totally. We've engineered a super fast connection.
With reduced buffering and low lag.
'Cause making streaming better is what we do!
Yeah! Can we let go now? It's really not a huddle with two people.
Switch to Xfinity Internet and stream live sports from the best seat in the house. Bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Actual speed vary. Not guaranteed.
Check some of the numbers. Sponsored by GoodRx. Check GoodRx for simple, smart savings on weight loss medications and other prescriptions at GoodRx.com. Michigan State outscoring Bryant off the bench 21-2. They're out-rebounding the Bulldogs 28-19. And Bryant's shooting percentage just 35% for a team that shoots it at 46%. But, of course, that is largely against America East competition. This is against a Big Ten defense. And Spartans have now run out to their biggest lead of the night, 42-33, with 17:31 to go here in Cleveland.
You could say Michigan State's bench is outscoring Bryant's bench, but you could also say Bryant's starters are outscoring Michigan State's.
Here's Bryant after the timeout by Phil Martelli Jr. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve. Timberlake holding right at the top of the circle, uses a screen back to the middle of the floor. Scanning both sides, he comes to Mitchell. Shot fake on the three, driving into the lane. His two-point attempt no good. Tried for the follow, couldn't get it to fall. Fears down with a rebound for Michigan State. 100 miles an hour in, kicks back out. Higgins, a corner three from the left, no good. But the rebound covered by Fears. And a fresh 20 now for Michigan State.
This offensive rebounds off of transition where the Bryant defense is just scrambling to cover and get back. Opportunities for Michigan State.
Richardson playing catch with Fears in the right corner. A three-pointer. Line drive shot, no good, but Carr jams it home. Oh, my goodness. A new career high for Cohen Carr in spectacular fashion. Michigan State by 11. Backdoor cut. Mitchell inside. His shot, no good. Rebound tap. Mitchell got it. Lays it back up and in.
Cohen Carr was the only one on that dunk not celebrating. I think he shocked everyone else other than himself.
He has got a level of explosion leaving the floor that nobody else on the floor right now has.
Looks like a video game.
Bryant lays back in the zone. Michigan State by 11 with the basketball. Fears feeds the post. Get it inside. Cooper's left-handed shot, no good. Got his own rebound and lays it back home.
They're able to create enough space against that zone to dominate down low. That's where Michigan State can really start to pull away.
Pin zone on a crossover, 18-footer. That shot is good, just inside the arc.
5 of 16, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like he's made a lot more shots.
Done a lot of playing for his native Puerto Rico on the international stage. Now an entry pass for Cooper. Going to work, and you're going to get a foul call, and I believe that's going to be number 4 on Mitchell. That was good position by Carson Cooper. He might have used the hook to get around him, but the foul call goes on Mitchell. It is number 4, and it brings us to another timeout on the floor. 15:24 left to go, and Michigan State, the number 2 seed, slowly taking control of this game in Cleveland. The Spartans 46, Bryant 37. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I need new rotors.
When you buy 2 Duralast rotors during our spring sale, you get Duralast brake pads free.
Free?
With the rotors.
Well, that's great. What if I need extra stopping power?
You can upgrade to Duralast Gold pads for just $10.
So Duralast pads are free?
Yep.
And an upgrade is just $10?
That's right. Part of the spring sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
He's coming. Here he goes.
Surprise! Your table saw broke. Also, the warranty expired weeks ago, so you need to pay for a new one out of pocket.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Oh, and the replacement part you ordered doesn't fit, so it's completely useless. What a waste.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliate.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ball above all. Am I right, y'all? Any questions?
Professor, NCAA Division I women's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to get loud? Rep your squad? Get your players hyped up to go all the way to the ship? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets.
Let's check the schedule of tournament games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by the 2027 X15 engine from Cummins. Featuring better fuel efficiency, immense power, and backed by 25-plus years of experience, the 2027 X15 built to rise above the challenges of tomorrow. The X15, forever rising. On Sunday here in Cleveland, our 2 afternoon session winners. Number 7, St. Mary's, and number 2, Alabama in the East. They'll face off here on Sunday. Then, the winner of the early slot here in Cleveland tonight, number 10 seed New Mexico, takes on the winner of this game. 15:24 to go, and the number 2 seed, Michigan State, trying to take full control of the ball game, leading it by 9. They inbound, attacking at the basket on our left. Oliver, shake and bake dribble, driving to the lane, a shot blocked away, and Bryant comes down with the basketball. The block was from Timberlake underneath the hoop. Now he's got it back in hand. Driving, shot, good, foul! Oh my, what a play by Timberlake. What a sequence by Timberlake. Block shot, take to the hole, and a chance at a three-point play.
And Timberlake's back in the game with a nice headband wrap to kind of close up the hole he got in the first half. And he has just been tough defending at the rim. We talked a little bit about the length, the height of this team, and I think it's been really disruptive when Michigan State's had a line to the basket.
Timberlake, an odd style of free throw shooting. Shot is up, and it's good.
Odd? I mean, it looks like it hurts.
Remember Elaine dancing in Seinfeld?
Yes, I do. There you go. Good comparison.
Richardson throws to the top. Akins has the ball in hand. Comes back to Richardson near side. Shot clock down at 10. Get it to Cooper up on top. Hand it back around to Holloway. He throws inside. Carr was stepping up to dunk the ball and had his pocket picked by guess who? Earl Timberlake. He's trying to take over the game. His team down by 6. He's got the ball at the foul line. Hesitation, dribble, shot up, no good over Akins. And the rebound comes down to Michigan State. They slide it ahead. Akins a 3. Shot no good. Cooper the long rebound. Holloman. Akins will try it again. That 3 is also no good. And now Carr's got the rebound. And we've got a Three-point attempt that's good for Richardson from the far side of the floor.
It all starts with the surge, the push and transition. Because of that, the Bryant defense isn't set. 2 second-chance opportunities because the defense isn't ready.
Third time was the charm. Lead back to 9 now for Michigan State. Here's Evans driving right baseline. Jams it home. Straight take with nobody in his way. Cuts it back down to a 7-point game.
So much versatility on the floor for Bryant. So many weapons.
And a whistle away from the ball. It's going to be an offensive foul off the ball on Michigan State. Foul is on Cooper. It'll be his third.
And he's frustrated. Likely an emotional foul. And he's about to get it from Tom Izzo.
Yep, he's on the bench. His coach is on one knee in front of him. And the conversation is tremendously one-sided right now.
It's best just to nod your head in agreement. Gotcha. My bad.
So Bryant inbounds with 13:43 to go. Michigan State has landed some punches, but not the knockout blow, not yet. Evans driving into the lane, walked, but instead there's going to be a foul call on Michigan State.
I don't see it. That was great defense by Fiddler. Stood in front. He even backed up.
But Fiddler gets called for the foul.
He got his arms in there a little bit.
And now Timberlake off the inbound. Back at it again for the Bulldogs of Bryant. Withers, deep three ball. Shot no good. Tipped rebound controlled by Michigan State. And brought down by Holloman. He'll dribble it across half court. They slide it ahead. Kohler's got it right to the lane. Double team coming. Throw back to the top. Akins leaves behind for Fears. Wide open three. Missed it badly. And the rebound comes down. Knocked out of bounds off the hand of Bryant. Michigan State will keep it with a new 20. Get good at money so you can be a little bad. Invest well at empower.com.
I think we have to commend not only the mop team, the cleanup team, but also the guys that are running out on the floor, picking up the prematurely dropped confetti. That's been an all-game thing.
I think that's only coming off the dance team's pom-poms.
That too.
Fiddler up on top, gets it to Fears. Now Kohler, everybody gets a touch. Richardson's got one right side three. It's good. Same spot he hit from moments ago. 10-point ball game. Chase Richardson, if he gets going, we have found can take over a game. 3 of 4 now from three-point range. Pinzone, hands back behind to Kramer. Now Robinson head of the circle. Get it back to Pinzone. He spins toward the lane. Nothing there. Up and under. His shot on the way, and it's good. That's an athletic play from Rafael Pinzone.
And great defense, too, from Trey Holloman.
Fears driving. Shot no good. But he was hit on the way up, and he's going to the free throw line with the foul call coming on Kayvon Kramer.
I think we say enough about how hard fought the offensive possessions have been for Bryant. I think they're exhausted because they're getting beat nearly every time, even after a made basket. Michigan State beating Bryant down the floor to the point where Fears was able to get right to the basket.
Yeah, this is a conditioning thing right now.
Sure is.
Jeremy Fears at the line for a two-shot foul. First one is up and good. Robinhood Gold gets you a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions. The new gold standard is here. Sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Jeremy Fears on the ball game, 6 points. Also has 4 assists and 3 rebounds. The redshirt freshman from Joliet, Illinois. Fictional home of Jake and Elwood, the Blues Brothers. Not home, but part of the time.
I was going to say, did they have a home?
Oh, they had a home.
Guess so.
Free throw is good. It was the prison. Let's not get into it.
Okay, there you go.
54-44. 10-point lead, Michigan State as we approach 12 minutes left. Pinzone, a three from the top, no good. And the rebound down to Kohler, but Kohler has it taken away. Bryant another opportunity, and Robinson drives and hits the running layup.
Kohler got the rebound, but Robinson just lurking underneath. Got to be strong, chin it, get it to the point guard.
Stand by what I said. Michigan State has landed blows, but not the knockout blow yet. Kohler down the left block. His shot no good from in close, and the rebound comes down to Timberlake. He takes it himself. Now leaves it off for Evans, left side. Evans driving, baseline, dish. Timberlake shot blocked away by Kohler. And Fiddler comes out of the pack with the basketball. Sliding it ahead to Holloman. And Pinzone hanging on for dear life to try to stop the fast break. Reaches in and commits the foul.
The Pinzone Trey Holloman matchup's one to watch. Trey Holloman really good on the defensive end. Going to make it tough for Pinzone.
The 11:22 left to play, and we still have a single-digit game. Michigan State 54, Bryant 46. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising...
Hey, you! Yeah, you! This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Are you checking your bracket during the commercial break like the rest of us? Thanks for chatting it up and enjoying this March Madness live hangout with us. So why...
Hey, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. Please take a second, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single college basketball game of March Madness. Every single game. Speaking of which, I've got to start that next stream right now. We'll see you back in the chat. Good luck to your team.
Buffalo wings, or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Brad Heller back in the Westwood One Broadcast Center in Los Angeles. Time now for a tournament bracket update sponsored by Green Gobbler. Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. It's bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and it works. Green Gobbler, let the gobbler get it. Under 30 seconds left to go in Raleigh. UConn 64, Oklahoma 59. You can hear that finish on the all-new Westwood One Sports app. Meanwhile, Illinois shooting 60% in the second half. The Fighting Illini up on Xavier 76-65, 4.5 minutes to go. Oregon crushing Liberty 54-31, 14 minutes left to go there. Let's get you back to Cleveland to Scott Graham and John Crispin.
Thanks, Brad. After Tupper the Bulldog finished his dance, Bryant University sends their students, athletes out onto the floor trying to complete the job. They're down by 8, 11-18 to go in the ballgame. Michigan State on the offensive. Richardson holds back behind. And Holloman off on the left side now. One touch for Kohler. Drive and a throw through. Holloman thinks about a three, now steps into a 15-footer, rims out. Kohler offensive rebound. Richardson unselfish, goes back the other way. Holloman's three is good. Richardson could have shot it. Holloman did. Back to a 9-point game.
Absolutely love when you go back to the guy that just shot it. You always shoot the second one with a higher level of confidence.
Sorry, an 11-point game. My math deceiving me late at night. Timberlake spinning down near the block on Fiddler. Goes back to the near side for Robinson. Robinson stops, pops, and misses. Fiddler all by himself for the rebound for the Spartans. Here they come again. It is Fears for Richardson. Richardson driving, shovels back behind. Fears on the drive. Shot is no good. But he's going to the free throw line once again after contact on the way in.
I think it's the first time I've heard you say in this game all by himself on the rebound. That's just how highly contested this has been. But I'm really keeping an eye on this Bryant team and just their fitness at this point. I feel as if they're tired.
Now, not a team that goes very deep, and they're going up against a team that is. Spears' first free throw is good. With John Crispin, I'm Scott Graham here at our Grainger broadcast position in Cleveland. Stay on top of your game with Grainger. Get the industrial-grade products right when you need them to help your business move forward when you call 1-800-GRAINGER or click Grainger.com.
They also play incredibly hard. I mean, I know everybody does, but there are levels to it, and Bryant's at the top.
Fears hits on the second. And now, with 10:14 to go, Bryant might be able to feel this getting away from the biggest lead of the game for Michigan State at 59-46. Pinzone on top, a three, and he nails it. Just trying to keep his team in the ball game. 17 now for Pinzone.
Cohen Carr got lost for a split second on the switch, and you cannot get lost when covering Pinzone.
Holloman trying to answer back over Pinzone. Contact and a foul call. The shot ticked off the rim. But Holloman's going to the free throw line now. He'll get a chance to shoot two.
There are certain guys for Michigan State that fit in a game like this, and Trey Holloman's one of them. He'll go right back at you. Great defender. He's giving tremendous energy when he's in there, and he's been seeking out scoring opportunities.
Bill Martelli Jr. railing against that foul call. Still yelling about it as Holloman takes to the line. First one is up, and it's good.
And the truth of it is, Pinzone was going to the basket. He'd want the call too. But both coaches are doing their job and working to get the calls they need.
Trey Holloman's mom, Crystal, played college basketball in Minnesota. She was a high school basketball coach. That's where he learned the game. Hits on the second. 61-49, a 12-point game. Under 10 minutes now left to play.
Trey Holloman has good energy even when he gets taken out of the game. There's not a ton of college basketball. I think that's part of it. The good culture they have. Although there are different ways you get taken out of a game. Sometimes when you do something wrong, you don't have the same energy.
He kind of bounded over to the sideline.
Good.
Here's Timberlake holding on top for Bryant. Fourth and zone. Spinning into the lane. Off-balance shot is wild. It's no good. And the rebound covered by Richardson. Michigan State can run. Into the forecourt. Michigan State driving. And Richardson gets pounded as he gets to the rim. Barely got the shot up, but he was shooting. Kayvon Kramer just fouled out of the ball game. And Richardson's going to the line to shoot two.
I don't think it was on Kramer. I think it was on Timberlake. Timberlake sort of had his back to Richardson as they're just chasing the play. Kramer picked up those three early.
I think they're trying to decide right now if they've called it on the right man. If they have, Kayvon Kramer's night and perhaps his season is over.
Yeah, they called it on Earl Timberlake.
They switched it to Timberlake. Good call, partner.
Now, tough one for Timberlake because he really wasn't even facing the ball. That's how good the push, the initial surge was for Michigan State.
Richardson at the line now. Two-shot foul. First one is up and good. March Madness is coming to a court near you. Experience it live as the nation's best college basketball teams compete for a chance to cut down the nets. Secure your seats today at ncaa.com/MBB tickets. Next one on the way, and it's good. 63-49. And remember, there's a magic number for Michigan State. They're only 7 points away from it. When they score 70, they're 25-1 this season. Kramer throws to the outside as Bryant tries to come up with something to stay in this thing. Timberlake driving from the left side. Carr's got him. Shot blocked away by Carr. Maybe the only better athlete on the floor than Timberlake is Carr, and that's who was matched up with him. He had his shot rejected. 13 left to shoot now for Bryant as they inbound from the baseline. Pinzone, left corner off the inbound. 22-footer, no good. Rebound down for Bryant, but thrown away by Kramer. And here comes Michigan State once again. Richardson into the lane. Running shot, no good. Rebound down. Carr's got it. Another try. And another 20 seconds for the Spartans.
All of the offensive rebounds are coming off a transition.
Here's Fears, right elbow for Carr, and back to Fears again. Shot clock down to 7. Akins out of the circle, uses a screen to the elbow. Slips back behind, wide open Fears, three-pointer no good. Evans finally gets a defensive rebound for Bryant. He's running 1-on-3. Throws back behind for Pinzone, and they'll set the offense. Bryant down by 14 with the ball. Three-pointer no good for Withers. And the rebound down for Michigan State to Earl Timberlake. Check that to Jason Kohler. Bryant might have given Michigan State the best punch they had. 8:05 left to go. Right now, the Spartans completely under control. Akins driving, layup is good. 65-49, a 16-point game. Phil Martelli Jr. is not going to wait for the media timeout. He's calling for one as his team crosses half court.
Yeah, his guys need a break. They have fought and fought. They don't have the depth that Michigan State has on the floor right now, and they just need a break and a good possession offensively.
7:46 left to go, and Michigan State has that much left to try to put this one away. Spartans lead at 65-49. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
The Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure with great deals on our legendary Go Anywhere, Do Anything SUVs, like the Grand Cherokee 4xE, our most capable Grand Cherokee ever, the Jeep Wrangler 4xE, our most capable Wrangler ever, or the Jeep Compass, our most affordable SUV. Hurry in for an exceptional offer during the Jeep Celebration event and let the adventure of a lifetime begin. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Let's check the tournament summary, sponsored by Marriott Bonvoy. Take your game day rituals on the road with Marriott Bonvoy. Over 30 hotel brands for every kind of fan. Explore more at MarriottBonvoy.com/NCAA. As we watch Illinois put the finishing touches on a win over Xavier, if Michigan State wins this one, that would mean a perfect 8-0 record for the Big Ten teams over the course of the first 2 days of the tournament. And right now, Michigan State's got a 65-49 lead with 7:46 to go against a very feisty Bryant team.
When you're a Big Ten fan, you see 8-0, you say, yep, see, the Big Ten's that good this year. But when it goes the other way, you try to explain that the NCAA tournament is not an indicator of how good your conference was.
Bryant back to play now off the inbound. It is Withers, right side of the lane. Nice pass to Lee Kramer. Kramer was cutting. I don't even know if he knew the ball was coming, but Withers led him perfectly with a bounce pass for a jam. Back the other way. Akins a three, can't hit it, but the rebound down to Kohler. He's gotten a lot of them on the offensive end here in the second half.
Again, quick shot and transition. Michigan State there for the offensive rebound.
Akins with 8 on the timer on the left side of the lane. Cut off by Pinzone. They go to the top. Holloman hits on the three. He is feeling it right now as he drains the three-pointer and makes it a 17-point game. Michigan State found their sea legs. And Bryant just simply can't match the Spartans. Going to get a reaching foul on Akins on his way into the basket on a drive by Barry Evans. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships.
This is Mike Tirico. Join us for exclusive coverage of the Masters this April on Channel 92 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
6:44 left to go here in Cleveland. Bryant inbounds. Pinzone on the top wants a three, can't hit it, and the rebound tapped into the hands of Barry Evans. He's got it on the right side. Bryant keeps possession. Bounce pass inside. Timberlake in the lane. Lost the handle on the ball, and it's taken away by Michigan State. Holloman. Oh, no look alley-oop, and Carr missed the dunk. Back the other way. Withers shoved off his spot as he drove down the lane by Richardson, and that's going to be a foul on Michigan State. That would have been a highlight film play for the ages.
I held my breath for a second. He just lost the ball. I think he maybe just didn't realize where he was on the floor. Let's just put it this way. He was high enough. Incredible. There are some guys that you watch and you're amazed by. Others, they just humble you. Cohen Carr is one of those guys.
That was a no-look, look-away pass, and it would have been a postage stamp of this game had he hit it. And now off the inbound, Bryant loses the ball. Up ahead of everyone is Fears, and Fears climbing the ladder, jams it home himself. Off a 2-foot takeoff, Tom Izzo pumps his fist at his team. They're up by 19 points. Pinzone, catch and shoot three, misses everything, or just caught the back of the rim. They're going to get a foul call on the rebound. And it's going to go on Jeremy Fears, his third. Welcome those of you just joining us across our network. We had ourselves a game that is leaking away from Bryant right now. Michigan State is showing their bloodlines. 70-51 right now, a 19-point lead with just under 6 minutes left to play.
Tom Izzo talked about how tough they were, yes, physically, but we wanted to see how tough they were mentally. I think you saw that coming out of the half. They were able to adjust, play with confidence. They adjusted their lineup, different rotation for the second half, too.
Withers hitting on the first. Second free throw is up, and that one is good. 70-53, 5:55 left to play. Michigan State has been thoroughly dominant in the half court the entire of this half, and they've gotten a lot of extra opportunities. Holloman a three. Got another one. That young man is enjoying himself a night. 4 for 4 from three-point range. He's got 14. Pinzone catching down the lane on the feet from Timberlake, lays it home. But if you're trading twos for threes, that's not going to get it done. 18-point lead for Michigan State. Fears gets it to Akins, who gets it knocked away by Pinzone, right into the face of Tom Izzo. By the way, good hands, old man.
He caught it. The last Trey Holloman 3-2, he got a nice high five from Tom Izzo, and then immediately you see Coach just saying, now get back.
Tom repositions himself to a different spot on the sideline. Akins throws back behind and now takes the return pass up top. Driving to the right elbow. Jumper too strong. Fiddler's tip won't go. Cooper's got it. Third try is the charge for Michigan State.
Those aren't boos. They're saying Coop. They started to chant before the ball went in.
20-point lead. Biggest of the night for the Spartans. Here's Pinzone, deep foul line, spinning into the lane, his shot banks home.
Nothing you can do about that. Good defense from Jay Holloman, just a better shot.
That man's not afraid to shoot it. He's got 21 now in the game. But it's on 9 of 25 shooting. 75-57. And a long day and night coming to an end. Holloman's three finally misses. Fiddler, though, got the offensive rebound. He's stripped. Cooper's put back is good. Second chance points are a runaway here in the second half for Michigan State. Evans driving into the lane. And now a long three from the left side. No good for Keyshawn Mitchell. Spartans with the rebound. Here they come again, up by 20. Holloman fires for the corner. Aikens three. That's no good. Another offensive rebound. That one for Fiddler. Tom Izzo's telling him to pull it back.
Yeah, the quicker the shot, the more chance they have to get the offensive rebound. That's really what's taken over this second half.
Beers throws right side. Fiddler's got it now. 4 left to shoot. Backing his way in. Turnaround shot off balance. He banked that one home. 22-point lead for Michigan State. And they get a steal. Aikens running down the lane. Jams it home with one hand. Phil Martelli Jr.'s calling for a timeout. The Michigan State fans here in Cleveland are loving every second of watching their team find its gear in the second half. 3:10 to go. Timeout on the court. Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. You can save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. Michigan State 81, Bryant 57. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
When the grass starts growing, it's time to get mowing with Steel. Whether you're shaping up a small yard or tackling serious acreage, Steel mowers are built to get the job done. Shop in-store or online for 0% financing and instant rebates on select Steel mowers. Steel, let's go mow. Available for limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer, don't miss Power Torque Tools DIY days at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, save $20 on a Power Torque 248-piece mechanics tool set. O Rewards members get a $5 reward. Power Torque professional hand tools come with a lifetime guarantee. Visit your O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol, America's #1 brand of shaving cream. Barbasol's thick and rich lather gives you a close, comfortable shave for just half the price of gels.
Barbasol. Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com empowers you to score your next position and win the job hunt. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today.
Let's check the attendance in Cleveland tonight, sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats delivering game day deals from hundreds of your local favorites all week. Order now on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details. 19,432 in attendance here at Rocket Arena tonight. And a lot of the Michigan State fans are sticking around for the curtain calls end of this game. Michigan State with a 29-4 advantage in second chance points. That's 25 points the way I do math. Their lead right now is 24 points. 81-57, 3:10 left to go.
It's why you push in transition, though. You got to be aggressive, be willing to take those quick shots, and trust that you can get on the offensive glass when a defense isn't set. That's why they've got those second chance opportunities.
Final 3:05 of this game in this season for Bryant. Timberlake fouled on his way in, is going back to the free throw line. Bryant located in Smithfield, Rhode Island. The university established in 1863. For your unfamiliar student body, about 3,700.
You got a famous alumni for us?
I do. How about Nicholas Colasanto, coach from Cheers?
Oh, good one.
He went to Bryant. First free throw for Timberlake is no good.
I think you told us that yesterday. That was yesterday.
Days are kind of running together.
Oh, they are.
Timberlake, who has this herky-jerky, leaning style of shooting a free throw, makes the second. And Timberlake is coming out, and that is a curtain call for a hell of a season.
Yes.
A big hug from Phil Martelli Jr., the senior from Washington, 14 points on the night tonight. Will take a seat for the final time, the America East Player of the Year. First in Bryant history.
He's a warrior. I mean, absolute warrior. Joy to watch.
Backdoor cut for Holloman, who's had a big game. And he throws a no-look pass. Richardson banks it home. 83-58, 2.5 minutes left to play.
Michigan State really found the game late in that first and then came out in the second half with the right lineup, the right rotation, and just completely took control.
Bryant passing it around the perimeter at the end of what is a very special season for this team. Mitchell inside, fights his way in over Xavier Booker and scores.
Bryant can beat a lot of teams in this tournament. They're a really good basketball team, very well coached. You got to think Phil Martelli Jr. is going to be a name you're going to see coaching at a high level.
Now Bryant gets a steal. They're sliding it ahead. We talked to him about that. Talked to both coaches really about the state of coaching and in the past and in the present. Off the miss, we're going to get a whistle, and I think it's just a timeout for a substitution, as Michigan State's going to get Richardson to come back out of the ball game, and Holloman, who gets a very approving hug from his head coach.
Yes, and ultimately what Tom Izzo likes the most about what Trey Holloman's been for them is an unselfish guy. You know, he used to play a lot more, but with Jace Richardson really emerging as their guy, Trey Holloman's kind of taken a back seat to it, but he's been willing to. Great teammates, part of their culture.
Nick Sanders in the ball game for Michigan State. Now I hear his dad played football.
Yes.
He's got the basketball in his hands. Get it to Fiddler, left side. Driving shot is good. 90 seconds to go. 85 points on the board for Michigan State. P.S. They had 33 at halftime. Long-range jumper for Keyshawn Mitchell is no good, and now Bryant will get a couple of players in.
I mean, this is special. As somebody got to play in this tournament at Penn State, it was special for us just to be a part of it. To win games was awesome. But for these teams like Bryant, guys that never thought they'd see this opportunity, to be in the game right now is special.
And Michigan State continuing to fire with some of the guys who don't get much time out on the floor. They get another offensive rebound and another second chance opportunity. Sanders on the drive, high off the glass, his shot is good. Barry Sanders, the Hall of Famer's son, Nick Sanders, just got on the board in the NCAA tournament.
And he acted like he's been there before.
Yeah. Wonder where he got that. On the inside, an offensive rebound, and Frankie Vasiluzzo, freshman from Boca Raton, Florida, scores for Bryant. 34 seconds left.
It's the reverse snow bunny.
.24 seconds and counting left to go, and Cam Farris, a senior out of Burlington, Vermont, transfer from Marist, getting a little time. Showed some hustle, flicks away a pass.
Can you imagine how tough it is to be a reserve for Bryant, having to go against their top 6 or 7?
Get beat up every day.
God bless these guys.
Long shot for Kurtag, no good. Here comes Bryant, 9 seconds to go. Driving attempt by Davis, he misses. The rebound down for Fiddler, and they'll dribble the clock away. Michigan State takes an early punch and then shows why they are a favorite and a number 2 seed. They come roaring back in the second half and knock off the upstart Bryant Bulldogs 87-62 to punch their ticket to the round of 32.
It's an impressive performance by both teams. Very impressed to see what Michigan State was able to do in response to how hard this Bryant team played, how well coached they were. A lot of the things that Bryant does, you can't really prepare for. You can't simulate their read and react offense. That Bryant going to the zone defensively was a bit of an adjustment that Michigan State had to make. But ultimately, the toughness is what Tom Izzo talked about. I think the mental toughness was also on display. Impressive performance. One of the better 15 seeds you'll see in the tournament this year.
Congratulations on both sides. Michigan State now 28 wins on the year. As a top 5 seed in this round, 14-1 under Tom Izzo. The only time they lost was that 15-2 game against Middle Tennessee in 2016. Remember now, they've only made it to the second weekend once this decade. That's a matter for Sunday. A matter for right now is talking to one of the winners. Cohen Carr joins us following a big victory and a career-high points night. Co, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I'll tell you what, you came into the ballgame and changed the energy of what was going on. I'm going to imagine that's why you were there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I just seen it. We was kind of flat. I think everybody was just so anxious and so ready to play. We kind of started off flat. So I just come in there and try to change the energy, I feel like that's what I've been doing all year, so I just try to keep that consistent.
Cohen, I saw you guys against Oakland in December. One of the things that jumped out, I talked to your coach, Tom Izzo, about was your body. You went from a lanky high flyer to now a physical presence. How important was that in a game like tonight?
When you playing in the Big Ten, you got to be physical, you got to be strong. So, I just tried to, work on the things I needed to work on over the summer, and I feel like I did a pretty decent job at that, and it's just all my work is showing right now.
One of the things Coach talked about, too, is the selflessness of this team, and it's something I played against him as a college player in 99-01. They were always, as part of the culture, selflessness. What can you say about that part about your team?
We want to see everybody win. I think we have 5 guys in double figures today, so we like to spread the ball around. We like to make plays for everybody else, so I feel like that's a part in our strength in numbers, We
were really hoping that lob dunk was going to go down.
Man, I thought it was, too. That's my part. I owe y'all one.
All right, so now you move on to Sunday. Quick turnaround. You end up, in a tournament situation. The fact that you're experienced playing in these kinds of situations, understanding the turnaround now that you're a second-year player, does that help?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We got this win, but, we got to have a quick short-term memory. We got to turn around. We got another great team to play.
Career-high night, points and rebounds. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
That is Cohen Carr for Michigan State. 18 points, 9 boards. Oh, by the way, 2 assists. And, yeah, he wanted that highlight film dunk that just eluded him. Time to select the player of the game, sponsored by Lowe's. This should be easy.
Yes.
Lowe's knows what makes Springfest savings even better. Our member-only Doorbuster deals. Shop these limited time savings before they're gone. Lowe's, they help you save. All right?
Cohen Carr.
Yeah.
And without what he did in the first half, the ball game may go the other direction because of his energy. They figured out a recipe for the second half. Tom Izzo, wise decision to find the right.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Are you checking your bracket during the commercial break like the rest of us? Thanks for chatting it up and enjoying this March Madness live hangout with us. So why...
Hey, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. Please take a second, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single college basketball game of March Madness. Every single game. Speaking of which, I've got to start that next stream right now. We'll see you back in the chat. Good luck to your team.
Mortgage, LLC. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now, that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
Welcome to the Tournament Post-Game Show on Westwood One, sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily